making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. You heard the music on the way in. It is Thursday. Things we're making Thursday. It is close to the end of the week. It is February. How? How is it already February 2024? I don't get it. It is. It really is. How is that a thing? So I'm just flabbergasted with the calendar lately. So things we're making Thursday. If you're not familiar, this is where a group of content creators have gotten together, and it started out with picking just one pattern. It was a free pattern and we'd all make the same thing and share what we were doing online. And if you don't have a channel, that's okay. You can still play. You don't have to have a channel. You can join the Facebook group and post your pictures there. And a lot of us go on there. I actually use the Facebook group and I like to look at all the pictures in it. I haven't posted any because I've got this. But yeah, so you've got options. So you can join along. You can ask questions. I mean, it is a very friendly place to be. This group is extremely low stress. If you want to join in and you're a content creator, just throw that hashtag TWMT, not to be confused with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, things we're making Thursday, right? And that's how you find us. And then you can look and see all the other content creators that are doing something crazy, wild, and fun on Thursday. And if you look down below in my description box, it will tell you the themes, because we're not doing just an individual pattern each month anymore. Oh, no. We're doing a theme. You get to pick. You pick what you want to make within that theme. All right. It can be knit. It can be crochet. It can be woven. You can sew it. We don't care. You can do it however you want to. There you go. And last month was slippers, and I'm so happy that January is over. Not that the slippers were bad. They weren't. But I got sidetracked on other things. Big things. Things that take time. And I didn't want to finish the little slippers. The slippers are fine and they're beautiful and I'm so happy they're done. But I didn't want to. I just didn't. It said in my best 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum voice, no, I don't wanna. But I did it. I had a lot of encouragement. I love the comments for the encouragement, because it was like, we weren't encouraging, we were coercing. Yes. But I thought that was absolutely adorable. So February, we're doing blankets, which is interesting because, that's the shortest month of the year and we're doing a really big project. Okay, so maybe mine is big. Maybe I didn't think this through. Just saying. Maybe I should have done like one of the Boggy Creek blankets. I'll continue to do those all throughout the year. Those are blankets that I'm making for donation. And yeah, so I'll continue to do those all year. So maybe that should be my thing for the month. But no. That would be simple and that would be easy. And I'm already decent at, putting together baby blankets or kids blankets. No, let me do something crazy and wild. Let me make an adult blanket. Let me make it 60 inches by 90 inches. Yeah, well, I got the 60-inch part. I know. I had to pull it out. I did, because I got more than 60 inches, and I didn't want to do more than 60 inches. My husband wanted 60 by 90. I asked him, and everything, that's twin-size bed. Go figure. I didn't realize that. I started this with my Wool Ease Fair Isle, that huge order I got from Joanne. I am feeling so much better. Somebody has suggested that I immediately cast on using that yarn because I was just overwhelmed. They're big skeins of yarn, and that I would feel better. And you know what? You were right. Thank you. And I did. I cast on. I've used a full skein of the Wool Ease Fair Isle, and I am working on my first skein, this red burnt orange umber. What color is this? This is brick. This is soft brick. This soft brick. This is Red Heart Super Saver Brush. My first time ever using it. Yeah, it's fuzzy. It is fuzzy. I haven't had too many itchy problems with the nose and stuff. So some people commented on that. Now that I'm saying that, I'm gonna, yeah, okay. The little fuzz will kind of go up there. And when I say that, I feel it, but I think it's psychosomatic, right? I think it's all in my head, I'm telling myself. So look at that. That's my first of this. I have 7 of these. There you go. And they're acrylic. They're what, 253 yards each, 5 ounces, and it's acrylic. And the wool ease, this one right here, I don't have a full ball because, well, I do, but I got to get it out of the box because I already used 1 full ball. That's 1 full ball. And that is Lion Brand Wool Ease Fair Isle. I believe it's 5 ounces and 348 yards. That is an 80% acrylic, 20% wool, and it feels nice. And Joanne had it on a great sale, and I got it for $3.75 a ball, and I bought a lot of it in 3 different colors, and enough to where I can do 3 blankets with the woolies and striped with this brushed acrylic. I know it's not a combination, but I saw somebody else's and it was really pretty and I wanted to copy it. This is a basket weave style pattern. I've got the garter stitch on the edging all the way around. Mine, like I said, I cast on 200 stitches. I've got 5 stitches on the edge over here, right? And I have my blocks. Oh, the 100% reversible. Look at this. It's the same on both sides. So on those blocks, they're 10 stitches. So I've done 10 stitches right here of knitting, followed by 10 of purl, and then 10 of knitting. And I've done those blocks all the way across. And then I'm doing 10 rows. So it's a squat. It's not an actual square. It's just a squat, like kind of like basket weave, right? You know, I just wanted like little slats going across, right? So it's that in 10 stitches, 10 rows. So obviously it's not going to be square because, you know, the knit stitches aren't the same height as they are wide. So I was originally planning on making squares, and then I changed my mind. And maybe I'll make some uneven stripes. No, I don't think so. But I am going to do some different ordering on where I put this red heart color. I have 3 blocks right here of the Fair Isle, 3 blocks high. All right, so there's 30 rows here, then 10 rows of the brushed, 30 more rows of the Fair Isle, now 20 of the brushed, and I think I'm going to do another 30 of the Fair Isle, and then I'm going to do some different things and kind of switch it up to where in the center of the blanket, the stripes will be closer together, and then towards the edges you see it, I'll reverse it and everything, so it'll, you know, in my mind it's going to look really pretty. That's all I'm going to say. So I was drawing all of that out, you know, kind of scribbling, going, this is what it's going to look like. So we'll see, because maybe on the next skein right now, I have this soft brick in between that. This is the Merlot charcoal color for the Lion Brand Wool Ease. And it landed on both of them in this Merlot color. Well, I don't think it's going to be like that throughout the whole blanket. It's going to fall within the gray. It's going to do whatever it's going to do. So I think it's going to be kind of interesting and unique, and it feels really nice. It's like 17 inches. That's cool. Obviously, I didn't start it on the 1st of February. No. But 17 inches, and I want to make it 90 or something around there. My husband's 6'1". He doesn't want just the 70. He wants it to be where he can just actually fully cover with it and not have to worry about, well, I pulled it up and everything up high. Now my feet are hanging out. So I'm planning on doing 90 inches. I believe I have enough yarn. I've calculated that out. I should have enough. If I don't, I'll figure something out. I'll wing it. It'll be fine. He won't know, except the fact he watches this and he'll hear me say that. So that was probably not wise, but it's okay. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's okay. So yeah, I'm excited. I am. I don't have any illusions that I'll finish this in the month of February because it's such a large project. And that's a lot of stitches. It's a lot of stitches, and it's a lot of knitting. It's 200 stitches per round. You know, I say that, but if you saw the other day where I showed my arcane fiber sweater with a fingering weight yarn that I'm making for myself, right now the yoke, the circular yoke, it's on size 4s, has 400 stitches per round. So they're a little slower. But you know, stitches, stitch count and everything too, it kind of depends partially on your needle size and, you know, how unwieldy. This is bigger, right? You know, it makes a difference. It's just kind of interesting. Like the slippers I was knitting was very, very slow, even though each row was only 22 inches. I think I got more speed on the blanket, and the yoke of the sweater. Oh my gosh, the color work was so much fun. I was flying. I'm not gonna lie. I was absolutely flying. I was having a blast. So I think part of it is the excitement of the project. For that matter, I caught up on my husband's sweater. Oh yeah, I've got 2 Arcane Fiberwork sweaters on the needles now. One in worsted weight with Saint Nick color for him, and then mine is in fingering weight, and I'm using the charcoal and the Busy Bee colors for myself. And those are going quicker. I had to redo all of his. I did. I had his, and then I made it way too big, and I couldn't salvage anything. I had to pull everything out all the way down to the ribbing and then restart. So 1 week got 9-10 inches done on it, and then had to rip it all out. And then the second week I got all the way up to another 9 inches. So I was right there, just about caught back up. So those are large projects. It's kind of interesting. I have a lot of large things on the needles right now. So the exciting part too is I know I'm going to do a smaller project if I'm wise, if I'm smart. Yes, please encourage me. Because it's February. We're going to get our names. Lori, the armchair chef, is going to be drawing names really soon. And oh yes, I volunteered. I did. I am doing it again. And I'll get a box of yarn, mystery yarn, and I'll send off a box of mystery yarn for somebody else. So I don't know what I'm going to make because I haven't seen the yarn, but hopefully I'll be smart and make something small. That's not always the case. I've done a tank or tee with, short sleeve t-shirt and everything with fingering weight yarn for myself once on one of the challenges. I did another 3/4 length sweater with worsted weight on one of the challenges. I worked on a cardigan. I did not get that done in the month time period. A cardigan that my daughter loves, and I've given it to her with the yarn from one of the challenges. I've also done hats and I've done stuffed things. So, hopefully the intelligent part of me will kick in and I won't look at obviously it depends on the yarn. I'm not going to lie. It really depends on what I receive because, hey, it's a mystery. It just is. Will dictate what I end up making. I mean, the first one where I ended up making the tank, it was a cashmere blend yarn and fingering weight. I'm like, that's going to be a wearable and it's going to be nice and it's going to be beautiful. And there you go. So I had no intentions of making a wearable. No, not at all. But when I saw the yarn, I'm like, oh, there's enough? Yes, please. So we'll see on that. I'm hoping smarter things will prevail since I have so many large projects on the needles right now between knitting and crocheting, because even my crochet shawl that I'm working on, it's time consuming per row now. It's not, I'm not gonna lie. You know how when you're starting a triangle shawl, whether it's knitting or crocheting, it really doesn't matter, right? You have small stitches because you're starting at the little top and everything, and then each row gets like this and it gets a little bit bigger and everything. And these rows go fast. These rows take longer, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, we're at the point where it's taking longer. It's taking longer. It's like, but look, I worked on it for 2 hours. Can you tell? And you're like, not really, you did a row. Yes, I did. I did a whole row. I mean, that's where we're at on a lot of the things. So it's kind of funny. I was trying to finish here because each block is 10 rows, 10 times 200, so 2,000 stitches per set of blocks before we go to the next one. And I was trying to finish off this one. I'm like, no, I'm not staying up late again tonight. It's like not happening. So I got that. But it is kind of interesting when you look at that. It's like, ooh, 2,000 stitches, approximately 2 inches to the blanket, right? Approximately. Yeah, there you go. So it's going to be a little while. It's going to take some time. It just is. But I like it. I do. I'm really happy with it. I'm happy with the blanket. I'm happy with all of the other things. And I'm excited to go ahead. And I do the same thing you do. I'm going to hit that hashtag and I'm going to look at what the other participants are doing, what blankets they've selected. Are you going with the smart choice and doing a child's blanket? Because that's smart. That's brilliant. I'm not. There's no shade. No shame. I was not thinking. I was not thinking. Well, I did think I got all that yarn to make a blanket with, so it was a good idea to do it. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how many people have picked different blankets, right? You know, all the different projects and the patterns. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Are they going to knit? Are they going to crochet? What exactly? Granny squares? I don't know. All sorts of things. There's a lot of people doing some fun stuff. So I look forward to doing the exact same that you're doing, is following the hashtags and seeing what all of the other wonderful content creators are doing. All right, I'm going to go ahead, set this down, go relax, eat some dinner, enjoy my evening, and just have a great day. All right, everybody, you guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be, and I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.